What's stopping your abundance from coming in? It's like it starts to come in and you think, this is too much. I can't have this. I hear it all the time. I work with high earning, high performers, and they're so good at reaching their work and financial goals, but it amazes me how they stop themselves from everything they've been asking for. This, my friends, is self-sabotage at its finest. I've been working towards this, but now that it's happening, I don't know if I deserve this, or this is too easy, I have to make it harder, or I just can't have this. No, you don't. You asked for it. Let yourself receive the abundance that you're asking for. I'm sure you have abundance and gratitude practices. You're going through those motions every day, and this can be a problem. You can't just go through the motions. You have to be very intentional with energy. And then when the abundance does start to come in, you slam on the brakes. You don't need to do more abundance or gratitude practices. These are all signs that it's time for you to do more receiving practices. If you've asked for the abundance you've wanted to receive, and you're receiving it, you're supposed to let it come in. Most of the time, you've worked for it anyhow. Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm a spiritual medium and energy strategist. One of the things I help my clients do is eliminate those self-sabotaging fear and victim patterns that stop them from receiving the things that they've been working towards. We stop hitting the brakes and allow the abundance to flow into your life. I had a client last week in a program I energetically support that had new clients approaching her, and she wasn't receiving them energetically. They were there, they were so close, and she was stuck on, what if they don't have the money? What if the corporation can't do it? What if they want to delay? What if? Everything she was saying was negative. What we did was we turned it around, and now she's sitting on, today, $480,000 plus in proposals in less than a week. What did she do differently? She realized while we were in our session how she was stopping her abundance and what to do instead. It's time to start receiving your abundance. You've asked for it. You're doing the work. Allow yourself to receive it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to focus on possibilities. Your words are everything, right? So if you're saying, I did my gratitude journal today, but trusting is really hard that this is going to work out. Do you think it's going to work out? Or if you say, yeah, I do all types of abundance work, but nothing ever comes from it. What are you creating? Your words are so powerful. You want to pay attention to what your words are saying, because that's what you're going to create. If you think, I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to get the results, guess what? You're going to do it, and you're not going to get the results. That's not what we want to focus on. We want to focus on what our words are saying, because they tell us what we believe is true, and it tells us what you're creating. So pay attention to your words. Have your friends, your family, your coworkers catch you when you're saying words that are focusing on what if in a negative way, right? We're so good at what if that doesn't work out? What if I fail at this? What if this is not right? You're not going to know until you're doing it. So if you're going to do a what if, focus instead on a what if that's going to go right. Focus on the positive. What if this does work out? What if I am able to have more time? What if I am able to get this promotion? What if I'm able to create sustainable work-life balance? What if everything does work out perfectly? What if I am able to trust? It's totally different. So you want to pay attention to your words, and you want to pay attention to the what ifs. Okay? The next thing you want to do is you want to actually receive the abundance. All right? So this is what I see all the time. People are doing all this work, right, to bring in the abundance, but then when the abundance starts to come in, you stop it. You're sabotaging it. You are slamming the brake on your abundance, right? Because you're like, you're on the gas pedal. I'm doing my abundance work. I'm in a place of abundance. I'm doing my gratitude journals, whatever it is that you're doing. I'm doing it. Wherever you got it from, you're doing it. And then any sign of that starts to come in and you slam on the brakes, totally confusing everything. Because now you're saying, oh, I said I wanted that, but now that it's starting to come in, I can't have it. I can't receive it. I can't be in this space. Why? You will only receive the abundance that you are supposed to receive. That's how it works. So Instead of limiting the abundance that's coming into you, I want you to receive it instead. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to imagine a soft pink light is going to flow gently into your chest, into your arms, into your hands, and into everything around you. And you're going to say, I allow abundance, which is more than money, to flow easily and effortlessly into my life and into everything around me. And when you do that, you're going to pay attention to where you're rejecting the abundance. It's going to happen. One day you're going to be bringing in the soft pink and you're like, oh, that's too much, I can't have that. But I want you to remember, you never have more than you're supposed to have. You're always going to receive what you're supposed to have. You just have to let yourself receive what you're supposed to be receiving. Okay? The next thing you're going to do, be grateful for it. So many times abundance comes in and people are focused on, well, I want more. Especially my high performers out there. I'm glad that I got this promotion. I'm glad that I got this raise. I'm glad that this is all coming in. I want more. No. Instead, be grateful for the abundance as it's coming in, whatever it may be. Truly be grateful for it. Literally say, thank you. I am so grateful for this. I am glad this is in my life. And I also want you to celebrate it, especially if it's something big. High performers are not good at celebrating things. Make sure you celebrate your wins. Make sure you celebrate your abundance. Appreciate it. Let that energy really come into you. And then, of course, you want to enjoy it. What's the point of bringing it in if you're not going to enjoy it? We don't want to go from goal to goal to goal to goal without enjoying the things that we're bringing in. So make sure you take space to enjoy it. And then the other thing you want to do, let it keep flowing in. If it feels like too much, right? Like I talked about, like when you're bringing the soft pink in, if it feels like too much, that's your sign that you have letting go to do. Let go, because you're always going to receive what you're supposed to receive. And if it feels like it's so much abundance you're supposed to share it, then you can share it. And if it's like too much work that's coming in, delegate it. But whatever you do, don't stop that abundance from flowing in. When my clients stop the abundance from flowing in, they stop bringing in the pink light to see how they're receiving, it's always the first question I ask them. Are you still bringing in the pink light every day? And you know what they're going to say? No. They'll say, oh my gosh, it was doing so well. I was doing it all the time. There was all this abundance coming in. It felt like it was too much, so I stopped doing it. When you stop receiving the abundance, you're not receiving abundance. You see what I'm saying? You want to allow that abundance to flow into your life. And if it starts to feel like there's too much abundance, what do I do? Do I share it? Do I need to delegate it? What do I need to do? But don't stop the flow. That is your flow. You don't want to stop and start. You don't want to have your foot on the gas and then slam it on the brake. We want to stop that pattern. Putting the brakes on the abundance stops the abundance. I want you to remember that. It creates a confusion in the universe. Do you want this or do you not? And while you're in that stage, it's going to feel stuck and stagnant. Stop putting the brake on your abundance. Remember, you will receive exactly what you're supposed to receive. There's no reason to limit it. Stop limiting it and saying what you can and can't have. You'll get what you're supposed to. If you like this video, let me know by liking it, and I invite you to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video released. For next videos to watch, I highly recommend. I'm not paying for that. What's energetically driving you? And this is an oldie but a goodie video. Stop putting the brakes on your abundance with Lisa Gornall. Remember, it's just not about doing the abundance work and gratitude work. You have to allow yourself to receive the abundance that you're asking for or that you're working for. It's there. You just have to let it in. And remember, you can say this too. I allow abundance to flow easily into my life and into everything around me.